Has XRP just sparked a massive altcoin rally as it has not only flipped Solana, but has flipped USDT also? Is Ethereum next? When will the rally stop? How high can XRP go? We're going to talk about that. Also, Michael Saylor is at it again. The man, you know, I feel like we should set up a Bitcoins Anonymous for this man because he obviously has a problem. They bought another $1 billion plus worth of BTC. The OTC desks are starting to run dry, according to one analyst. We're going to share that video. What BlackRock is saying to their investors about Bitcoin, a big Chainlink partnership that is coming about over there in Europe. Chainlink has also been rallying. What are some of the altcoins we expect to start to rally soon? We're going to share some of those with you and much, much more on today's episode of Sin City Crypto. Let's go.
It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we're the entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take old, boring, and stale information, repackage that whole thing up in a fun and sexy way. What a great day to be alive if you have a crypto portfolio. Everything's up except for Bitcoin, but it's up on the, well, everything minus the 24-hour chart. So I am absolutely thrilled and also sleep deprived because I had so many push notifications from multiple apps telling me that that XRP is breaking new highs, or at least approaching all-time highs. We saw XRP hit $2.85 briefly. This thing is 3x. It's up from $1 in the last, like 2 weeks. And then on top of that, we know that it was a month ago around 50 to 60 cents. So if you've been holding XRP, if you just got a hold of it, if you just bought some, doesn't matter. Everybody's in the green. Everybody's in the profit. And, you know, we expect this thing to keep moving as well. We got another ETF application submitted for XRP. And so if you are in the XRP community or army, whatever the hell y'all call yourselves nowadays, congratulations. You are now rewarded with that beautiful, beautiful green candle in the portfolio. Green number, yeah.
Green number,
baby. I know my boy Rocco's excited. Rocco! How you doing, baby? I know.
Doing great.
The XRP OG here. How you
been waiting too long.
Yeah, I know. You.
I want to congratulate everybody that really wait that long to see their dream fulfill. You know, it was a conviction. I don't know, there is a lot of meme coin. People want to make a quick buck and turn it over. But this is actually a project that works. And, you know, if you do your research, I guess that will be fine, yes. And congratulations all, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a long time coming. Yeah. And, you know, we've been held down. We've been punched in the face over and over again by the SEC. I mean, you want to talk about, you know, sell narratives. You want to talk about XRP, basically getting thrown everything to discredit who they are. The narratives never ended, but the people that held and had conviction, congratulations to you. This is only the first leg. I do think that I'm just going to throw it out there. $5 XRP is around the corner. I could see it 2xing from where it is now. And so
the TikTok influencers are at it. They're saying $100,000 XRP.
$100,000 XRP, huh?
Yeah.
That's
They also said USDT was going to $5.
Oh, I saw that as well. Yeah, I saw that.
What a bunch of idiots! I'm sorry. There's gonna be a lot of content creators and new social media stars that want to talk about crypto. Just do your own research, right? You can listen to people's opinions, even on this channel, right? Listen to our opinions, listen to our thoughts, what we think, the news. But at the end of the day, whatever decision you make, it's on you, right? Do your own research, backtest everything people are saying. Don't trust, verify. And so there's going to be tons of them. So just be careful. All right, let's start with XRP here. So XRP beats Solana to become the fourth largest crypto by market cap on Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin approval buzz. We know they're waiting on the New York Department of Financial Services, the NYDFS. Once they give their stamp of approval, which we expect that to happen, RLUSD is going to begin being rolled out on first XRP Ledger and Ethereum. But I'm suspecting that Cardano will also adopt RLUSD. We know Charles and Brad Garlinghouse have kind of been in cahoots lately. Charles has also been talking to David Schwartz as well, the CTO of Ripple. And so that is going to benefit the XRP token because the XRP token will be burned or leveraged anytime the transactions take place, minting or burning of the RLUSD on the XRP ledger. So the XRP token will be consumed. So more pressure to the upside, which is a good thing. I was on X and, there's a lot of, we follow like 1,200 accounts on X. Some Solana people, ICP people, whatever. And the Solana people were just they were grasping. They were like, well, it has this, but it doesn't have transactions. How could it be worth more than Solana? Or I looked at the code base and this is what I found. And so the cope is pretty hard. For me, I have XRP. It's not my biggest bag. It's not even my top 10 biggest bags. And so financially, obviously it's benefiting me, but I don't know why we just can't be happy for people that are making money. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Guess what? You can have XRP and Solana. That's pretty cool, right?
Solana, you've had your day. You've had your time in the sun here, and you know what? Let somebody else enjoy some profits. And if you are in the XRP community, today's a good day. And so let's celebrate that day for the XRP family. Also, if you are a fan of Solana, you've been holding Solana, you're in that ecosystem, well, I'm pretty damn sure you've made a lot of money at this point. And so,
Almanac.
Yeah. I'll say this. I think that what we're going to see this bull market is something comparable to what we saw last bull market, where we're going to see different projects have their time at center stage, right? We're going to see today it's XRP. Last week, it was Stellar Lumens. The week before, what was the week before? I don't know. Anyway, every week you're going to get something new that's rallying and pumping. The week before was Cardano. And so this is going to be the new norm, right? And so the key to this is trying to identify what projects are going to be the ones that are going to pop off next week, right? It might not be, I'm not going to say it's a bad time to buy XRP because I think it's going to get closer to its all-time high. I think it's going to get closer to that $5 mark. But let's identify what the next project is, because we saw XRP go from $1 to $2.50 in a very short period of time. And they were talking about a top 5 cryptocurrency by market cap. And so if you think that move was dramatic, imagine something in the top 20, right? Outside the top 20 of 50, something in the ranking order of number 50, for example, on the market cap list. The X's there are going to be a lot more dramatic than what we saw with XRP. So let's pay attention, because there's going to be a crazy amount of money to be made here, and knowing where to position prior to the pump is where you want to go.
Read the very last text. What does that say?
Bro, is it too late to get XRP? There you go. I would just suggest this. If you're
it's
going,
not too late.
It's not too late. Yes, 100%. But I'll say this, that these are going to be indicators when you get inundated with text messages or calls, or you're hanging out with your friend, and all of a sudden,
is the top end?
No. Because remember when retail got in last bull market, it still lasted for over a year. And so retail's starting to come in now. And I think that it's still in the early stages of the bull market. And so we got a lot more room to run. And so trying to identify what the next project is absolutely paramount to making money right now. You can either comfortably grow your portfolio, have your position in Bitcoin and your favorite altcoins. You can make some money where, you'll do well. A year from now, your portfolio will be 2, maybe 3, who knows, maybe 4x from where it is now. But you have an opportunity to make millions of dollars, to make life-changing money here. Is this your pick?
Here's your next one.
I was going to say Avalanche, bro.
Avalanche started. And near is flat on the week on the day. The next near pump's going to take it to $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calling it right now. Don't sleep on near protocol, guys. Also, I'm seeing a lot of Caspa's dead. This is the problem, is when you see another coin pump and yours doesn't, automatically it's the worst thing ever. Guys, remember, when the rest of the markets were flat, Casper ran from a penny to 20 cents. Don't forget that at 20x. This is the ebbs and flows of the markets. Nothing's changed on Casper. They're still doing amazing things. They're still growing. It's just the price hasn't grown. It's fine. Everyone relax, okay? You look at this trade volume, though. So Bitcoin's trade volume is $70 billion. XRP's is 50.
I would keep a close eye on Kronos as well. I know it had a recent rally, and it's sitting currently at 18 cents, number 30 on the market cap list. And I would expect this. And the reason I'm expecting Kronos is to rally is because now that retail is kind of coming in, they're going to download one of a select few exchanges, at least the US-based customers. And we know you have Coinbase and you pretty much got crypto.com as the two front runners for US-based exchanges for new retail. Now, there are some other ones in there, but let's just be honest. If you've never bought any crypto before and you want to download an app on your phone and you're a US resident, you're probably going to go Coinbase or crypto.com, one of the two. And Coinbase doesn't have a token, doesn't have its own coin. Crypto.com does. It performed very well last bull market, and because of that, I would expect. It got the last bull market cycle. It got to about 70 cents, and so currently at 18 cents. I think that $1, $2, $3 Kronos is something that we'll see within the next 3-4 months. I think once the retail starts to really catch on, once Trump gets in office, we get crypto legislation.
Listen here.
I mean, what's your feeling on Kronos?
Let's not lose focus. Okay, Kronos, I agree with you. But I wanted to go back to XRP.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm bullish on Kronos. I think crypto.com.
We saw what happened to BNB, and we'll get back to XRP in a second. But I just want to say what BNB did last bull market. Absolutely face-melting returns. I mean, you had a sub $1. It got up to like $300 last bull market.
Crazy.
And, you know, Binance Smart Chain probably not going to be a major player. Who knows how high BNB coin will go. But I think Kronos sneaks into the top 10. It's outside the 30. That is probably my favorite pick in the next 4 months.
Sneaks into the top 10. Huh?
Yeah,
So who are you removing? USDC?
I don't know. You know what? As the
look at the disparity between number 9 and number 10. Look at this. Number 9 is a 40 billion market cap. Number 10 is 20. So there's a lot of room here, right? You got Tron, Avalanche, Ship, Toncoin, Stellar did a Stellar video today. You guys are gonna love that one. Chainlink is up 21%. Again, I said we have big Chainlink news, but let me ask you this. We're a 3x away. XRP's a 3x away from flipping ETH. You think that happens in the next 6 months?
If it happens in the next 6 months, it's on the back half. Oh, look at Rocco laughing.
I'm laughing because everybody was laughing about everything else. Oh, can I go to $2? No, impossible. Yeah. I'm laughing.
And here we are.
Ethereum, better look out. Christmas coming to town.
That's right.
I don't know. So that would put it at
I know you don't know. I know.
That would put it at
my concern or my thought on XRP flipping Ethereum is that Ethereum is still gonna have its day in the sun. It's gonna run, and so it hasn't moved yet. And you see that, hey, you can get giant inflows of money and percentages in the large market caps. So we see Bitcoin has rallied. We now see that XRP has absolutely crushed it. And so if we see Ethereum, say 2x, right, get closer to that $10,000 mark, say $9,000, $9,000 to $10,000 Ethereum puts it at about a $1 trillion market cap. And so and I think that happens within the next 6 months. And so if you get that move out of Ethereum in the next 6 months, I just don't think that XRP is going to keep up and close that gap, right? I do think that you get the $5 XRP, the $6, maybe the $7 XRP in the next 6 months, but I don't know if it quite catches Ethereum. If Ethereum gets to the $1 trillion market cap, that's kind of my hesitation there. But if Ethereum's price stood still and it didn't grow, and 6 months from now, Ethereum's still at $3,000, which I do not think is going to happen, then at that point, yes, 100%, I think XRP flips it. But in that scenario, I don't see it playing out. I see Ethereum rallying. Remember, Solana, very, very strong last bull market. It is back to where it was. XRP, very, very strong performance the bull market prior. We know the last one got invalidated because of the SEC, and now they're doing well. Cardano performed last bull market very well. Dogecoin performed very well. Everything has performed well from that did well last bull market, the major alts, except for Ethereum. So it's going to get his time in. It's going to get his time. And so you just wait. If you're a fan of Ethereum, I genuinely think that you're going to be rewarded here very soon as well.
You know, I had a thought here. You know, and I talked about this in the video I posted yesterday. This XRP pump kind of feels like just a catch up, right? Catching up to the last 4 years, and maybe the actual bull market run, like the 2025 bull market, 2024, 2025 bull market run hasn't even started yet. And so if that's the case, then what does that look like? It'll be interesting. I want to share this, and then we'll move off of XRP and go into Bitcoin. Quarter over quarter metrics, daily transactions up 94%, XRP's market cap up 31.1%. Daily AMM volume up 9%. Masari did a full report on Ripple for Q3, and Ripple has just been, XRP's been crushing Bitcoin really since November 12th. XRP versus Bitcoin since November 12th, we've seen a rise of 326%. What does that mean? That means if you held $1,000 in Bitcoin and $1,000 in XRP, your XRP position performed 4x better than your Bitcoin position. And so, yeah, over the last month, you would have been better off having your money in XRP than in BTC. Will that trend continue? Who knows? Before we move forward, I do want to give a big thank you to today's channel sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Cam's Blue Wire Technology. You know, there was a post I interacted with. Someone got drained and hacked, some sort of malware. They were like, hey, I got to get this thing off my computer. I said, look, you need to hit up my boy from Cam's Blue Wire Tech to help you out. They helped us out, really averted a crisis. And so if you run a business and you want to maximize your cybersecurity, make sure you stay safe. Visit bluewiretech.com or click the link in the description of this video. Before we move on from XRP, there was one lady, Robin, we spoke to 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
This is in the archives.
She must be. Let me. I thought you had it already pulled up.
Here, I'll take a second.
This must be the happiest lady ever. Also, while he pulls that up, I want to give a big thank you to Shailesh. Cast prediction for the bull run. I'm all in on Caspa. As far as prediction, like price wise for Caspa, I would say anywhere between $2 to $3. I think they got the key initiative going. I think they're, we talk about Hedera being institutional all the time, which we should talk about HBAR and the institutions, but don't forget about Caspa. Don't forget about Caspa. 10 blocks per second is coming. Will we get to 100 by the end of next year? I don't know. I think it's time to bring Shai back on the show and kind of give an update on everything happening with Caspa. But don't let the recent price action lull you to sleep. Caspa's still a solid project. All right,
I did find in the archives, if you go back in 2-3 years. Anyways, let's just let this play. Street interviews. It's something maybe we'll get back into here in the near future. I don't think this is the one.
Dude, you got some Bitcoin? This is definitely not the one.
It was the one
after. Wait, it was the one before or after this? Anyways, while Rob pulls that up, let's take a look. Also, if you're new here, make sure you say hello. I see there's almost 400 people watching, only 83 likes. Guys, like the video. Help us out here. Brings good, puts us on the homepage of YouTube, hopefully soon here. Let's talk about.
I got it. I finally found it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
The following is a conversation with Vitalik Buterin.
I clicked the wrong button. There we go.
Robbie, What do you want to talk about? Bitcoin?
I want to talk about your Bitcoin dress that you got on. You know it's the same color as Bitcoin, right?
You know what? Bitcoin, it's all about XRP.
Goofy no English. Oh, man.
Yeah.
My dude, how damn tall are you, man?
In Atlantic City, you can buy bitches with Bitcoin. You can buy f***ing call girls with Bitcoin.
Do you understand what they're doing? You have no idea. Like, nobody f***ing knows what they're doing.
Talking about XRP, of course.
Yeah.
It's good stuff there. Maybe we'll run into that lady again. Probably not. All right, let's talk about Bitcoin a little bit. Michael Saylor, wow, they just bought another 15.4 thousand Bitcoin, valued at $1.5 billion at a price of $95.9 per Bitcoin. And as of today, they hold over 400,000 Bitcoin with their average price at 58K. That is so much Bitcoin. 400,000 Bitcoin. Man, Michael Saylor. Speaking of Michael Saylor, his 3-minute Microsoft pitch was leaked. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Should we play it?
You can play a little bit of it. It's not as it's a little lackluster. I thought he was gonna bring more energy, but you know what? He did it in a boomer traditional.
I mean, to be fair though, a lot of the Microsoft
exactly. Yeah. It's tailored for the right audience.
Microsoft can't afford to miss the next technology wave, and Bitcoin is that wave. Bitcoin represents the greatest digital transformation of the 21st century. It represents digital capital. The global wealth is distributed across assets that provide utility and others that preserve capital.
Anyways, yeah, I don't want to play this whole thing, but he pretty much just says, look, get with it or get left behind, Microsoft shareholders. It was 3 minutes and 20 seconds in length. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can go to Michael Saylor's X handle and watch the entire video as he posted it on his personal page. I do want to share this. Another company, Marathon Digital, is raising $700 million to buy more Bitcoin. We're starting to see more and more publicly traded companies coming out and adopting the micro strategy, right? Of have BTC on your balance sheet. And what a joke. Did you see this?
The U.S. wallet?
Yeah. Okay, so to be fair, not all movement means they're going to sell, right?
Yeah.
But I'll share some info with you. So U.S. government moves almost $2 billion in Bitcoin to a new address, to which 10,000 of that was sent to a Coinbase hot wallet. Now, why would you send it to a hot wallet, Robin? Right? Coinbase has hot wallet and they have cold wallets, right? Cold wallets is, hey, we're BlackRock. We just bought some for our ETFs. Send it to cold storage.
They're cold wallets. I've seen some documentaries on those cold wallet storages, the ones that are done in the billions of dollars range. They're in like literally silos and bunkers with armed
Kraken
guards.
does the same thing.
Yeah, so you're talking about underground, EMP proof,
24-hour SWAT surveillance.
Yeah, no connection to the internet. You got to walk in a hard drive, or you got to walk in a USB stick or a hard drive. Go down underground into next level security, and so that's the long term mentality that a country would use. And so why is it in a hot wallet? What are you doing?
They're selling.
Biden, what are you doing?
They're trying to obviously
pardon his son.
Trump. I mean, he already did.
Yeah.
Trump came out and said, we want to do a Bitcoin strategic reserve, and we'll start by keeping the 200,000 Bitcoin we have. And Biden said, not today, big guy. We're selling. And could this be part of the reason the markets are, or not the markets, but Bitcoin is down a little bit today? Potentially, yes. But look at the bright side. If they sell, let's just say they sell 50% of that 200,000 Bitcoin. When Trump gets in office and they pass that bill, they're just going to go back in and buy it at a higher price. And so I think even if they are going to sell that amount, I think the market volume is there to absorb those sales and not push Bitcoin's price down like maybe it would have dramatically a year ago, right? Where the volume wasn't there. There's not a lot of institutional buying. The ETF wasn't there either. My thought is maybe this happens OTC. I don't know. But either way, Joe Biden, good job. Way to.
I would still pump the brakes on assuming they're gonna sell. I mean, we don't know for sure.
We don't know for sure, but come on.
Yeah, I'm honestly about 50-50 on this. I don't think. I think it's just movements of wallets. I don't know. I wouldn't.
I like your optimism, guy.
I wouldn't get too far ahead
optimism,
in the U.S. is selling narrative. Is it something that's on the table that's possible? Is this an indication that selling is going on? It would be if there was selling about to happen. This is what you would see as a precursor, and so let's not dismiss it as not going to happen. But I don't know, man. I hold faith that the U.S. is maybe diversifying their holdings instead of having it in one Bitcoin wallet address. Maybe they're separating it into others. Maybe they're moving it to a into a separate wallet that's going to be designated for a long-term hold. I don't know.
Maybe they're selling it.
I did want to get a little love to the chat here. We got a lot of new people. If you are new here, say something, drop something in the chat, say hello, and we'd love to give you a little shout out. We got Flying 10, Irvin, Ponzi, Travis, Pretty Girl, Dakota, Michael M, Infinity E, Lasika, also Falco, Huru, Ron Friend, B Vision, Steve Ray. Steve Ray said he ordered an almanac as well. Thank you, my dude. Also, we got Jaw W, or Joaquim, Pierre, Mops, Demetrius, Kelvinator, Store Hall, and then San Zorro as well. Farah N, XRP Ally. I know you've been here before. I'm just going to give you a little love because you got XRP in the name, and I know you're happy. So to all of you, hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And then, so big shout out to the person that bought the almanac. Let's run the quick almanac ad. If you're not familiar with what that is, go pick one up. We're really excited about it. All you need to know for 2025 investing, all in one book. It's your playbook to navigate 2025. We are in the early stages of the bull market. There is so much money to be made, life-changing money, wife-changing money. And if you want to get a leg up on the competition against your other fellow traders and investors, you're going to need the alpha, you're going to need the research. We have a book that handles all of this for you. It's a magazine called the 2025 Crypto Almanac. In the magazine, we have a comprehensive guide that breaks down DeFi, gaming, ETFs, RWAs, NFTs, Bitcoin dominance, and Bitcoin price prediction by quarter for 2025. We got exclusive collaborations, interviews, and write-ups with the biggest names in crypto, and much, much more. Inside the magazine, you'll find a graded breakdown of the top 100 cryptos, including a cheat sheet to quickly source through your favorite projects. Each magazine comes as a physical copy, which is individually numbered, authenticated by an NFC tap chip, along with a digital ebook version minted as an NFT on the Cardano blockchain. Pre-orders are now open. Click on the link in the description below to get your copy of the 2025 Crypto Almanac. And get it for Christmas! If someone is bugging you, texting you, and asking you what to buy, just give them a magazine. Be like, hey.
Team spend the extra money on the expedited shipping to make sure you get Santa Claus comes down the chimney with a book.
And then if you happen to pre-order one, let us know. We'll give you some love and shout out as well.
Speaking of love, I love this guy right here.
Oh, who's this?
This is my boy Tom. Also,
what's up, Tom?
So my son's name is Tom.
Where's Charlie?
So my kid's not feeling good, right? Thomas, he's my oldest. He's 11. And so my wife's working. Other two kids are in school. I'm here. So first time we left him home alone. So that's why I've been checking my phone. Said he likes to cook and said no cooking, no cleaning. Well, you can clean. No cooking, no using knives. And so I wonder what the house is going to look like when I get home.
Okay.
Pray for me, Santa Maria. Anyways, this is, let's listen. He's saying the OTC deaths are about to be blood dry. Just in case you're not familiar, OTC stands for over the counter. This is stuff that's not on the order books, right? Trades on the order books is what affects the price. If I'm buying, if Michael Saylor's buying all his Bitcoin over the counter, it is not going to directly affect the price of Bitcoin. And so this is where the large institutions and large buyers go because they don't want to affect and have a big price impact as they're looking to buy their Bitcoin. This is Tom talking about what those OTC desks are going to be looking like. Let's take a listen.
Do you want to
We always get a Bitcoin comment from you before we let you go. Normally, it got stuck under 100. That's a pretty, it's a psychological level, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think some of this could be, there's a lot of folks who don't want Bitcoin over 100,000, and some of it may be the exchanges themselves are concerned because there is a pretty low supply of Bitcoin available over the counter. So you have a supply shortage, and if Bitcoin makes a move above 100,000, I think there'd be a big chase. So I'm still confident Bitcoin's going to close much higher before year end.
Before year end?
Before year end, yeah.
So break $100,000 before the end of the year?
Yeah, well above 100,000 before year end. It's just a matter of time.
It's December 2nd. It's not that long, Tom.
You must not know, Joe. Bitcoin, as you saw with XRP, as you saw with Cardano, as you saw with Caspa, as you've seen with Bitcoin, time frame doesn't really matter, right? When we break certain levels and we get rid of certain sell walls and the price moves up and FOMO kicks in, we talk about Bitcoin melting faces. Why is your face melted? Because you're like, what is happening? You don't understand. And don't try to understand it. Just enjoy it. Buy it now, ride the wave up, and enjoy the price of BTC.
Like, how did I make so much money? Let's not worry about that. Just know that you're in the green.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I want to know where are our viewers watching us from? We know we got a lot of new people here, so let's check in. If you're watching, we got 425 people watching. If you're watching, just drop the location, the state, the country.
Also, drop your social security number and your first name of your pet.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding.
Yeah, I want to know where are you guys watching this from?
Don't do the pet thing. Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about Coinbase and we'll get into the markets here. So Coinbase has officially integrated Apple Pay into their on-ramp. Millions of users will now be able to streamline fiat to crypto purchases. Do you remember when we had Silvergate and Signature Bank and their networks that settled 24/7 crypto and you didn't have to wait 7 days for the bank to clear and then to move the money out? That's coming back. That will come back. And I'm not saying it's going to come back via Apple Payments, but it'll come back when we get the new SEC chair, the new Treasury Secretary, and the new Commerce Secretary, which is Howard Lutnick, right? And the OCC. All that's going to change. FDIC, the Fed potentially. We're going to see more of that. And so it's going to be much easier for people to on and off ramp their cryptocurrencies. How many stories did we hear of people being afraid to onboard money because, well, they heard their friend? We know a couple people that got their bank accounts closed because they had crypto in there or because they had crypto transactions from a platform like Coinbase. That is all going to go away. Perfect timing for the bull market in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you mentioned, it's a great way to circumvent having your bank know where your money is going. And so if if you have your debit card attached to your Apple wallet, and you just instead of going straight to depositing straight from your bank account, you go right from Apple Pay, and the bank has no idea. The bank just says, oh, hey, Apple Pay, whatever it is, boom, all encrypted, all done by Apple Pay. So now less chance of you getting your bank account frozen. That was, as David mentioned, the common narrative that we saw last bull market. And then also we got a Destroyer dropping a $50 super chat.
Damn.
We got an explosion for this one. My boy, Destroyer, big friend of the channel here.
Destroying his bank account. I like it.
Yeah, between the Almanac and the Future Patreon, you guys are killing it. #1 channel on YouTube. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Destroyer. Literally looks like a destroyer. And I say that every time we bring his name up, but it's true. Dudes.
Yeah, I feel like you got like a man crush on him.
I don't. I'm saying I've never seen
you
shoulders
always
that
talking
big, bro.
about him, man.
Dude's got basketball for shoulders. Anyways,
Jared, if you're looking for a cuddle buddy,
Don't bring David at the gym.
you go visit him every month. Anyways, let's look at the markets there, guy.
All right, so let's take a look. We got Bitcoin down from where it was yesterday. 97,000 yesterday around this time, currently at 95. But the altcoins don't care. They say, we don't give a damn. And so we see XRP up 33% on the day. It is up 80% on the 7-day at $2.75. Will it get over $3? I know $3 was its previous all-time high, slightly above it, of course. But, I think $3 really just signals that hey, XRP is here to stay. And you know what? At any point in time, if you've ever bought XRP, you're going to be in the profit once it crosses the $3 mark. And then also some of the other big gainers today, you got Hedera up 50%. We love Hedera here. We've had, multiple people from Hedera's community on the or developers. We had Mance Harmon on the channel before, which we'd like to get him back on eventually as well. And so Hedera video dropping today as well. And so if you are a Hedera fan, you are also being rewarded very well. And Hedera is up. Look at this, over 100%, 111% growth in the last week alone. And look at that chart. This is not a one month, 1 year chart from the bottom of the bear market. This is just 7 days ago. 7 days ago, 13 cents. Now currently at 29, right around 30 cents. And how high will this go? If you watch our channel, you know that we're very bullish on Hedera. So you're gonna stay plugged in. We don't get a lot of conviction on different. How many projects do we talk about with massive conviction? Like six or seven. The only one that hasn't popped off yet is probably Ethereum. Yeah.
Near hasn't really popped off.
Yeah, you could say Caspa, but we were bullish on Caspa on its initial run up. And so, you know what? It made a lot of X's, and it's just having a natural consolidation before the next run. Question is, when will Caspa take off again? I hope it's in the near future. I'm not exactly quite sure. I don't want to get too bullish on and throw out narratives that I can't validate.
No, say it. Say it.
I mean, I think Caspa is going to get closer to that 50 cent range. And I mean, if you look on the 1 year chart, I think it kind of says everything, right? The 1 year is very misleading because it was only about a year ago that it really got to where it's at. And so you see that it was in October of last year, it was at 4 cents. And then at the beginning of last year, it was at half a cent. And so this has been a lot of price movement to the upside. And so as you get higher and higher on the market cap list, you get longer and longer consolidations after big run-ups. And so I think that's exactly what's going on with Caspa. And I think that because we've been in this sideways consolidation for 1 year, I think it is getting very close to the next breakout. And will we get closer to that 50 cent range? I believe so. And so, yeah, I mean, we have conviction with our favorite projects. Hedera is performing well, and so has XRP. I know Cardano is something that we absolutely just could not stop talking about all bull market. And, well, it's at $1.20. When it was at 30 cents.
How many last chance to buy Cardano videos did we do?
Bro, I mean, it might not have been like the week of, but I'm like, you're not going to be able to buy Cardano.
We did so many last chance to buy Cardano under X cents. And we were right.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that exact day or week.
Timing was a little off.
But it still fit the same narrative.
Right? You're never going to time the market, right?
Yeah.
You identify something and you identify whether it's undervalued, overvalued. If it's undervalued, you ape in and you just sit and wait. So, I don't like the fact that you just ran right by my buddy Chainlink over there. Did you see Chainlink? Up 25% on the day?
Chainlink is performing very well.
Some big Chainlink news.
Yeah, what do you got?
Yeah, let's talk about Chainlink here. So, this is the headline here. Chainlink and 21X have partnered to launch the first EU-regulated financial market infrastructure. A little more detail here. This is from coinpedia.org. They've announced a strategic partnership with Chainlink and aims to launch an EU-regulated financial market infrastructure that will provide order matching, trading, settlement, and registry services for tokenized money and securities. This initiative represents a significant advancement as it will support the first EU-regulated DLT trading and settlement system, all ran through Chainlink and, I'm assuming, partly their CCIP protocol. Chainlink is doing a lot, right? And it's an infrastructure play, it's an RWA play, it's an institution play. You want to talk about the one project that has the most actual partnership with institutions? the largest ones, it's Chainlink, right? You don't get bigger than Swift and the DTCC. You really don't. Throw in HSBC Bank, throw in some of the other top banks globally, throw in some hedge funds, throw in some trading, some platforms like 21X, like some regulated exchanges on the stock market globally. And so I think Chainlink is extremely undervalued. And I talk about this all the time, but this is a project that you're not going to get like an XRP style run up in a matter of a week. I mean, could have happened. Yeah. This is a slow grind up. You get spurts of price movement and you get a little bit of consolidation, but this is a long-term play, in my opinion. You don't want to be 10 years out and not have any Chainlink in your portfolio if you believe in what they're doing. That's my personal opinion. Some other ones. So we talk about, well, what's going to be next to run? You know, I brought up Near Protocol. I also, Avalanche is one I'm super bullish on. Their big Avalanche 9000 upgrade, essentially reducing fees and breaking barriers to entry down for anyone to launch their own layer one, leveraging the Avalanche ecosystem and the Avalanche SDK. We have we always talk about off the grid, but MapleStory, right? MapleStory is another game that has been absolutely crushing it in users and volume. And so there's so many sectors and buckets that Avalanche reaches, whether it's RWA, whether it's institutions, whether it's DeFi, whether it's, I don't want to say NFTs, but you have the gaming. That's going to be a big one. AVAX sitting at a sub $20 billion market cap is criminally undervalued. We've seen a move up from AVAX. Again, it's up 7.5% on the day. But I think this thing, when it runs, it's going to run. Again, Near Protocol. This is actually one of my favorites. I put it in a long position on Near yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I put in a long position on Near.
Who'd you put it in with?
Well, our exchange partner, ByDefault.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
A little plug there.
There's a link in the description if you guys want to set up an account. So, but Near Protocol, everything it's doing with AI and chain abstraction, don't sleep on Near, man. Near, I mean, even over the last month, this thing's been slow grinding up, but we haven't seen that pop like we've seen. If you take a look at, not even the XRP chart, if you take a look at the Cardano chart on the month, you saw that big pop from around 70 cents to $1.14. We haven't really seen that from Near Protocol, but I expect that to change very, very soon. I think SHIB is going to start running also.
If you had to pick between Near and Avalanche and by the end of the year, who do you think outperforms as far as percentage from where we're at today?
By the end of the year?
Yeah, by the end of the year. Near Protocol?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to have to agree with you there.
Yeah.
If you go out, I would say 90 days, I think Avalanche. I just think, just because the gaming narrative, I think is going to start accelerating. And I think that we saw a little pop out of Metaverse, and I think that was basically an indicator. That was a flag, right? That was the world telling you, hey, we're interested about other things outside of, hey, Bitcoin, Ethereum, smart contracts, meme coins. They're like, hey, here's Metaverse. Remember this thing? Up 60%, up 80%. At one point, we saw Sandbox perform very well last week. I think the same thing happens in gaming. And if gaming pops off, if we see a surge in gaming, there's the obvious play, which is GALA, which is something we haven't talked about in a while. I would expect GALA to perform very well if there's a gaming surge. I would say 2-3x out of GALA from where it is now. And I know our boy Jimmy I'm in the chat. He's a big GALA fan. Jimmy, say something, man. Say something about GALA, because I know.
Say something.
Say something about GALA, Jimmy.
You got to say it with a super chat. Just kidding.
But I would expect GALA to do well, but I would expect Avalanche to really outpace the top 20. I think it would be at the top 20 list, maybe a 2, 3, 4x from where it is now. I know that sounds strange because it's a top 10 project, and I mean we've seen that come out of XRP. So I don't know. Watch out for Avalanche. Could you just get that $200 Avalanche? It sounds crazy to say it. Previous all-time high, $50, $60, and we're not far off of there.
Cycle high, not all-time.
Yeah. No. Oh,
all-time high was like $140.
Oh yeah, cycle high. So yeah, $120. So I do think a $200 avalanche is on the table, and I think it's going to have a very
in the $300 to $400 range.
Yeah.
For AVAX. Another one that people should not be lulled to sleep on is internet computer. ICP, their ecosystem is growing. Everything they're doing with integration, right, with chain key technology, and obviously the big one here is going to be artificial intelligence and AI. And so, I think there was a report that came out. They're the fastest blockchain, and the way their tokenomics are set up, a lot of people harp on their tokenomics. Sure. Infinity, no cap supply, but it's got the same tokenomic, essentially, not the exact same, but as Ethereum. As more people use it, you start to get burn, and once that burn rate of the ICP token is outpacing the minting rate, that is when you start getting supply shock. And so ICP is another one. Again, guys, think about just 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, XRP. No one was really like, sure, the XRP community was talking about XRP, but everyone was like, well, it's not moving, and this one's moving, and that one's moving. And how many people do you think sold their XRP to get into a coin that's already moving? That is how you lose money. You lose money by selling something, a solid project that has not moved, into one that's already moving big. And so people did that, and they're kicking themselves in the ass. Don't do the same thing. If you're sitting on ICP, unless you think ICP is not going anywhere, unless you're not bullish on the project, but if you're bullish on it now, like you were 5 months ago, or if you're not, and the only reason is the price hasn't gone up, that's a dumb reason to sell. Because we know, if we've seen it from the markets, they're telling you, coins will have their day in the sun, whether it's Hedera, Algorand, 2x in like 3-4 days. THETA is up big. XRP, XLM, 5x, 6x, from 10 cents to 60 cents. And so don't chase the pump. If you got into a project and you're holding it, you've been holding it, and nothing has changed, don't sell it because it's not moving, because guess what? It'll move. It'll start moving. You even have projects that are dead that are moving. EOS is moving. Everything will move. It's just going to take the time. And we don't know when that's going to happen. No one knows. And so don't make the mistake of selling your ICP or selling your Caspa or selling your THETA or whatever the case is to try to catch a pump that's already pumping. You're going to lose your money.
Yeah. If anything, sell something that just pumped. If you're gonna move laterally, right?
Exactly.
If you're gonna move laterally and say, okay, this one I feel is gonna pop off. That's the strategy, right? Get the if you're gonna your long term, your hodl, don't mess with it, right? Leave that alone. But if you're shifting money around, you do not want to shift into a project that just rallied 200-300%. If you don't plan on holding it more than, say, 90 days, as an example. If you're looking for that quick 2x, I mean, it's a great opportunity to make money right now, and it's right in front of your face. It's very simple, and it's boring. Is to look at a project that hasn't moved in a year and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just throw a bunch of cash in there. You know what else? You know what else pumped?
What?
My favorite meme coin, Mudang, got listed on Coinbase. Yeah, so. Outside the top 200, meme coin, highly speculative, very risky, but it is a meme coin. I do think it will break into the top 100 this bull market cycle. So if you're looking for a degen play, that's something I'm behind.
Mudang.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple ones. You know what else is a really good pickup right now? Let me find. It kind of slipped down the market cap list. It might have no, I think it's still in here. It is.
Here, while you look that up, I'm going to give a little love to the chat. If you are new here, say hello. We'd love to give you a shout out. We got a lot of new faces. We have 450 live viewers, only 170 likes. So do us a favor, hit the like button if you're enjoying the content. If you've made money in crypto, hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button, you're probably going to lose money. So do yourself a favor. Also, big shout out to In the Moment, Rafiq. We got Cass Lightburn, Joe A, Caspa God, Royce, TTC, Goat F, Henry, Crypto Logic, KNG, Young Infinite, Bus, Zoe Killer, Sugar Shane, and then you got Bennett, Phillip. Also, you got Philo, Amir. Bennett's from Scottsdale, Arizona, and Philip is from Sweden as well. So,
prata du svenska.
There you go. Gracias.
That's Spanish.
Oh, okay. Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
right here. Virtual protocol. I think this is a 15 to 20 billion market cap project.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the platform for launching AI agents. And what they're doing, I think they're going to get a Coinbase listing very soon. I mean, it makes complete sense. I even think some of their ecosystem is going to get listings on Coinbase very soon. So this thing ran up to around $1.70. We crushed it on this one. And shout out to Forrest. Forrest was texting me. This was a few months ago, saying, "Hey, this virtual protocols platform. I've been kind of playing around with it. Started looking into it. Started accumulating around 30 cents. And so, been enjoying some good gains here. So don't sleep on virtual protocol. ETH. You mentioned ETH hasn't really moved. Well, that might change. Look at what we're seeing here. Bitcoin ETFs see outflows of 135 million. Ethereum sees inflows of $466 million. Robin, are we seeing a rotation from Bitcoin ETFs to Ethereum ETFs? We saw what happened with BTC. We saw a lot of outflows from Grayscale that kind of suppressed that kind of tapered off the buys, right? The buying wasn't really amplified because it was suppressed by the selling. We're seeing something similar with ETH, but are we about to get a reversal in that trend? And are we going to start seeing some of those gains from the Bitcoin ETF when these guys got in at $40,000, $50,000 now into Ethereum, and Ethereum is primed, right? It's primed for a move like this because it hasn't moved. It has not moved. It's at $3,600, right? Take a look at the 1 month. I mean, I guess 2,500 to 3,600, but up 44% on the month. Well, you got projects like XRP and Cardano are 3-4x.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back to my price targets. I think in the next 60 days, you're going to see that $10,000 Ethereum, or at least get closer to that large psychological number. I do think that $8,000, $9,000 is something that I'm eyeballing as far as where is the short-term price going to go. And, a lot of that's going to come off of the back of the large companies partnering with Ethereum or using Ethereum. I know that we've had plenty of those narratives last bull market where everyone was launching NFT. I saw that Nike was getting back into the NFT and the blockchain space. And so I think that those are going to find themselves either on Solana or Ethereum. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum get back into the lion's share of NFT. I know we haven't talked about a lot about NFTs, but I do think that this is a sector that is going to come back. Now, will it reach its former glory that it was the last bull market cycle? That I'm not quite so sure, but it will bring a lot of money into the ecosystem, and NFTs are far from dead. And so I think that the NFTs, DeFi, real world asset tokenization, or also known as RWAs, is going to be, I think, the key driving factor behind Ethereum's price rally.
Lucky for you there, Rob. Q1 is the most bullish quarter for ETH. On average, 92.75% gains for Ethereum in the month, or in the quarter of the first quarter. We take a look at broken down by month. January is the most bullish month for ETH with an average of 23% gains. Actually, May is 30%. But median-wise, January is where it's at. So Q1 is very bullish for ETH, which kind of lines up with the rotation of capital and money. As the new year begins, will we see more outflows from Bitcoin ETFs and into ETH, or are we going to see fresh capital? I think either way, Ethereum, a lot of people saying ETH sucks. Sure, when you compare it to Solana, you compare it to Avalanche, you compare it to really any other layer one out there, it's cheap. The other layer ones are cheaper, they're faster, a lot of them are more user-friendly.
Can you say the same thing happened in 2017 where Bitcoin was slow, ineffective, and then you had faster Bitcoin, you had Litecoin, and you had Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV, whatever the other letters are in there. And you know what? Time and time again showed that just because you might not be as scalable as newer tech, people are in love with the projects that have been around, that show staying power, that just show uptime and security. And you know what? Ethereum is evolving. It is upgrading. It is becoming more efficient. It is diversifying. They're using ZK rollups. They're using sidechains. And so you might say, hey, it's not fast. But you know what? They are moving to a more efficient and more scalable version of Ethereum. And they transitioned from proof of work to proof of stake. So, I mean, I think that is bullish for Ethereum in the long run. Maybe it subdued the price in the short term. I think that if they were mining on this traditional way with proof of work, maybe retail would have a lot more Ethereum that it would trade, which would cause price movement due to volatility. But I think that Ethereum is here to stay, and I don't know how else to tell you. I think the next 60 days, next 90 days, is somewhere in that range we're going to see Ethereum outperform majority of the alts, and also something to keep an eye out for. If Ethereum moves, my God, everything in the Ethereum ecosystem is going to perform very well. Remember, there's no way that Ethereum gets to $9,000 without everything, Arbitrum, Optimism. I mean, even the likes of Decentraland and Sandbox, anything that's in the ecosystem, AAVE, Uniswap, all of that is going to absolutely crush it if you get a 3x out of Ethereum.
You know, I ended the poll. Will XRP flip Ethereum? And looks like 68% of you said yes, over 510 votes. 68% say yes, 31% said no. We'll see what ETH does, but ETH needs to catch up. So interesting. That'll do it for the show today. I want to give a big thank you again to our channel sponsor. Today's show is brought to you by Cam's Blue Wire Technology. If you want to learn how you can help your business scale and grow, visit bluewiretech.com. Also, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, have your notification bells on. We've been ramping up our content on this channel to make sure that you are well informed and well prepared to make the most amount of money you can possibly make for you and your family in your future. We care about that a lot.
And then last big shout out to those new here: George, Carl, Mr. Mayo, Joey, Fiat, Naveen, the Osbornes, and Sunil Shetty. To all of you, hola! Welcome.
And hola adios. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Guys, we have a Hedera and a Stellar Lumens video coming out later today. If you're watching the live show and you're going to go watch those, after you watch them, comment hola in the chat. We want to know who.
Are you taking any profits, Rocco? Or are you just holding it till the show is over?
What for? No profit yet.
Never let go.
No.
Never let go.
It just started.
See you guys tomorrow.
David,
No.
I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the whale members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya.